So one of the things I want to highlight here is, what is it that you're noticing about the climate? This is one of the ways that we connect with what our interest is, why we're here, what we're hoping to do. I know several of you just come off the Dragon boats. You're probably thinking about the future of the oceans and the bay and other things. One of the things that really got me involved in this was looking and having the experience with our daughter of working through the ice caves of Iceland. Now everyone hears about how the glaciers are receding and everything else, but there's nothing like experiencing it more directly. When we went, the ice caves are glorious, they're beautiful, you walk around and through them. But the thing that they've been noticing is that the glaciers are receding at the rate of 85 feet a year. And one of the reasons for that is that as climate change happens, a lot of things accelerate. And so one of the things that's accelerating is that the glaciers are melting. As they melt, they create these rivers of water that run under the glaciers and actually act like knives slicing away at the glaciers. So it's a really challenging kind of situation that we face in terms of how to deal with that. And even at our own home, we moved down from Palo Alto 28 years ago, thought it'd be nice to live on the water. And here it is, the water's, right at our doorstep and coming closer, which has given us a profound feeling of awareness of what it must be like for the people in other parts of the world who are right at that coastal zone, don't have the benefit of being up from it, they live on it, and the troubles and challenges that they face. So amidst all this, I thought it'd be valuable to share with you a very short, in 5 points of 2 words each, so 10 words, you can get the whole message about climate change that comes from the Yale program on climate. The first point is scientists agree. They agree that these changes are happening. The second point is that it's real. And the third is it's us. The fourth is it's bad. But the most important point and the reason why we're here today is there's hope. And the hope really resides not in some faraway place, distant people and decision makers. It really resides with us. The COP27 is going on right now. That's the Council of Parties from the UN that's trying to navigate these issues at a high scale level. And you might be wringing your hands, as many of us are, about the lack of action that's coming out of those efforts. And then the thought of, okay, what can we do about it? And the framework I'd like to give you as you hear the other presenters in the course of this session and as you converse with one another about these issues is that really there is a lot that we can do. And I think of it as the AAA of climate health. Just like you think of AAA bailing you out, when you have a roadside problem. These are the 3 things that are critical that we can do. And the more that we do each one, it's like a flywheel. It really powers up and gets stronger and stronger. So one is awareness. So you're going to be hearing now from a number of people that'll help you identify and build your awareness of the issues and therefore what you can do is actions. Whoops. Then you may choose to be advocates. Because one of the things that I found personally is as I get involved, as I become more aware, as I start taking actions, I come to realize, okay, there's all these things that I'm doing and that other people are doing, but we really have to get some bigger levers moving. So that's why we organize the agenda here. We're starting off with hopeful solutions to climate change. Don Gady is going to be presenting that from the Citizens Climate Lobby. I've had the opportunity, in fact, it was just yesterday, I was on a Zoom call with the Citizens Climate Lobby, learning about how they're advocating for important legislation that can help turn around a lot of these issues for us. So it'll be a very important message from him. Then we're going to be going to Kristen Hazard from Resilience Slow, the Slow Climate Coalition. She's going to be talking about how can we reduce our carbon footprints. How many of you know what your carbon footprint is? That is how much carbon dioxide you're emitting up into the atmosphere. Just a few of us. Okay, it's a very powerful thing to learn, and Kristen's going to talk with you about how that works and what we can do about it, and some very simple tools that we can take action on with that knowledge. And then we're going to go to opportunities for meaningful action with Grant Halit from EcoSlow. Grant's been active here with us on planting trees, not only in this location, but in others. He's going to tell you all about that program and how you can plug into it. So the whole idea here is not to just talk at you and tell you what other people are doing, but to give you opportunities that you can directly get involved in. And then I'm going to wrap it up with a discussion about doing what you love for a healthy planet. And that's really how you can take what you love to do, the things that you enjoy, and what the needs are for a healthy planet, and find that sweet spot for yourself where you can take action and do that joyfully. Because that's absolutely critical for being successful in all this. So that's our plan. We're going to be breaking this up into segments. So we'll have some presentation time, then we'll break. Encourage you to chat with the presenter if you'd like. Go out and look at the resource tables. The folks have been very kind to bring their resources here and share with you. They range from how to have a zero waste event, on through to electric vehicles and advocacy that you can take for a healthy climate. So that's the program, and look forward to this serving you. And at any time, if there's something you have a question about or whatever, you're most welcome to ask the questions. But I'll try to keep it on program here. I'll hit the little bell. I found this bell that has a frequency that people respond to. They get quiet whenever they hear it. So it works quite well. And I'll use that to indicate when it's time for us to move on, give you a break and move on to the next segment. But I hope that you'll continue discussions between the segments. There are refreshments right in that great, what we call the great room around the corner there, and also a lot of information about the activities we have here at St. Benedict's around Earth Care. I am thankful that the Earth Care team at St. Benedict's organized and helped put this together. And so those members here, if you just raise your hand so folks can recognize you, there are also your guides. Yeah, thanks to them. They're also your guys. If you have any questions, like where is something or whatever else, or you just ask them. While I'll be masked when I'm in this room and not speaking, our speakers won't be masked. And when you're out on the veranda in the open air, it's fine not to wear your mask. So that's our program.